with me now is Geoff, better known as iNcontroL. Thanks for spending your time with us.
Thanks for having me.
You, above all people, know that professional gaming is not for the faint of heart. What's the best part about it?
The competition. I grew up doing a lot of sports and just kind of playing, not necessarily to win something, but to beat other people. And StarCraft provides that. It's both mental, physical, and emotional, I guess. Like you really have to keep your wits about you in a competition. So to play at higher stages, higher levels, really brings that out.
I assume that you have some sort of training regimen that you follow then?
Put life on the back burner and just play as much StarCraft as you can. No, in seriousness, I try to go to the gym quite often. It's a very mental game, so if you spend too much time in depth with it and just completely surrounded by it, you'll start to lose focus, you'll start to get bad habits. So it's important to do other things as well. So I kind of force myself to get out of the house and do those things because the easy excuse is just to keep playing. So I do that and I read and I try to be well diversified that way.
You're a major figure in the esports world, and everything you say gets kind of put under a microscope. Does that make you want to censor or hold back a little bit?
You know, there's a time and a place for everything. I've come to learn that. It's been full circle. There's definitely been the times where I wasn't really aware of my role in the community, so I've been like, blah, and then it turns out to be, well, you probably shouldn't do or say that. So I've had to kind of learn as I go. But it's also a sign of things improving, right? When people care more about what you say, it means you're doing something right. So I'm definitely moving in the right direction. I've definitely made a lot of mistakes, and there's a lot of room for improvement. So I'm excited for that challenge.
What would you say was your biggest mistake when it comes to giving interviews or talking about people on podcasts?
I now stream, which is actually really big in StarCraft, but really in gaming in general. And on my stream, I commented about the casters for GSL. I restreamed the GSL tournament for free, which is illegal and bad. And I just didn't attach the two. I'm trying to start my own league. I am a figurehead in the community, and I'm doing this really bad thing for all to see. So when it all kind of came together, I was like, you know what? That's really dumb, really bad. So I apologize. I'm trying to do better. It's not going to happen again, that specifically, but even just the awareness to know I need to be more aware of what I'm doing in the community to lead as a good example.
You recently went to Korea to participate in the GOM TV Star League. Mm-hmm. What was that like? Because you didn't do as well as you thought you would.
Well, I came one game shy of qualifying in my first attempt, and that's really good. Kiwi Kaki was there. He did the same thing. Huck did the same thing in that tournament. And when I see my name paired with those guys and the similar results, I'm okay with that. I mean, obviously, every StarCraft player that wants to do well goes to a tournament not saying, I'm going to do okay, and it's okay if I lose as long as other people lost too. I mean, of course, that's not the attitude I want to maintain. So I did not qualify, and in that sense, it's a complete failure. But for a first effort, for kind of paving the way for my team and myself to kind of see that experience firsthand, I think it was very productive, and I'm happy with it.
Your gaming style can be called sporadic or maybe even inconsistent. Because sometimes you're crushing players and then other times you're kind of out in the first rounds. Why do you think that is, and what do you think you need to do to get past that?
I suffer from trying to be a diversified player. A lot of the times I have like 4 or 5 things that I like to do in every situation. And when the going gets tough, sometimes I don't pick the right choice. So a lot of the players that have that, this is what I do, this is all I've practiced, they have that immediate response, and it suits them a lot better. And I'm trying to curtail my play more to that because it certainly is good to have a well-rounded, diversified gameplay, but it's better to have I know exactly what to do in this situation and I should do it.
What are your thoughts on cheesy versus standard players?
It's fun because this is a competition, so people have their place in that. I mean, obviously, Evil Genius is iNcontroL, and I'm on the same team with Idra. So it'd be pretty funny for me to sit here and say, like, no, that's so stupid and terrible. I mean, it's a part of the game. Everyone needs villains. But to excess, obviously, right? Like, every time I lose a game, I say GG. I try to be really well-mannered. Sometimes I fail, I suppose. But I personally try to maintain the competitor aspect that I was brought up to do. There's other people that don't necessarily do that, and to each their own.
Who do you think is the cheesiest player in the first ever IGNProLeague?
Katz is a lot like me in the sense that he wears his emotions on his sleeves. He's a guy who is the head of Root Gaming. Mm-hmm. They're named Root because they're kind of like a grassroots movement. They're trying to do it on their own. They're trying to do a great thing. But he's definitely had a few moments where people have been like, I mean, he's had the same kind of reactions where I have, where he's kind of spouted off just a little bit or been a little bit angsty about things, and to a lesser degree than even I can. But of the dirtiest players, probably him.
If you had to pick a rival, who would it be?
The person I do want to beat is Spades. I have him in the first round, and he's my first roadblock. But also, he's a guy who's knocked me out of a few tournaments. I would like to sit here and tell you that I've had nothing but success against him, but that's not the case. He's beat me a few times. And I feel like I'm the better player, so I need to beat him to prove that in this tournament specifically.
Do you have any personal goals for this year?
Yeah, I'm, you know, a lot of people, and this goes back to your question about now that you're in the public, you know, the kind of the things you say. A lot of people give me crap for not winning tournaments, which is awesome because, I mean, if people give me crap, well, yeah, if people give me crap for not winning a tournament, that means you're in striking distance of winning tournaments, right? Nobody gives crap to a terrible player that they aren't winning tournaments because it's not there. So for me personally, in 2011 and onward, I need to get that monkey off my back. I need to do well in a tournament and win, and hopefully that starts here.
Well, good luck to you. Wishing you the best. And
Thank you.
Thanks for telling us a little bit about your gaming style.
Thank you.